It happened late one night in a quiet LA neighborhood. A fire had broken out in an apartment complex. Smoke billowing, alarms blaring. Most people were fleeing, but Johnny, he was passing by in his car, saw the flames, and slammed on the brakes. Without hesitation, he rushed inside. Through the thick smoke, he found a woman unconscious, trapped under a beam. He lifted it, barely, and dragged her to safety, coughing, singed, but alive. But here's the twist. What he found clutched in her hand, after rescuing her, changed everything. Want to know what it was? Like, as firefighters swarmed the scene moments later, Johnny Depp knelt beside the woman, gently brushing soot from her face. She was barely conscious, but alive, thanks to him. Paramedics rushed in and took over, but just as they lifted her onto the stretcher, something slipped from her hand. A small, scorched photograph fluttered to the ground. Johnny picked it up. It was him, a younger Johnny, smiling in full Jack Sparrow costume, standing beside a little girl. The woman, this woman he had just saved, was holding his picture. Confused, Johnny stared, heart pounding. Was it just a coincidence? A fan, maybe. But then she opened her eyes, weakly gripping his arm. "You came back," she whispered, coughing through the smoke. "You promised you would." Suddenly it all clicked. 15 years ago, while filming Pirates of the Caribbean, Johnny had visited a children's hospital in California. He'd spent hours in costume, joking, playing, comforting kids battling cancer. One little girl, Emily, had clung to him all day. Her mother had cried, saying it was the first time Emily had smiled in weeks. That girl was this woman. "I never forgot," she rasped. "You told me to never stop fighting. You said if I was brave you'd come back someday." Johnny's eyes welled. "Emily," she nodded faintly, and then passed out from exhaustion. At the hospital later that night, doctors confirmed she'd be okay. Burns, smoke inhalation, but she would survive. Johnny sat beside her bed for hours, the photograph still in his hand. The media tried to catch wind of what happened, but Johnny said nothing. No press release, no interviews. He slipped away quietly, just as he came. The only sign he'd ever been there, a note Emily would find weeks later on her bedside table. "You kept fighting, Emily. So did I. You saved me too. In ways you'll never know. Captain Jack." Tucked beneath the note was a delicate silver necklace, an anchor pendant, just like the one she'd seen him wear in that hospital visit years ago. Attached was a tiny tag engraved, "To my bravest crewmate." Emily pressed it to her heart, tears rolling down her cheeks. That simple gesture meant more than any headline ever could. From that day on, she wore the necklace everywhere, her symbol of strength, her reminder that even in the darkest fires someone might just come back for you. And she made a promise to pass on the courage he gave her, to be someone's lifeline, just as he'd been hers. Because sometimes real magic isn't on a movie screen. It walks right into the fire for you.